In this video, we're basically going to see what exactly is data science. We're going to see the introduction to Python. We're going to see what exactly is data science and the intro to Python. We're going to see what is Python and what is data science. So our agenda is to see what is the use of data science. We're going to see what is the use of data science. What do we do using it? And we're going to see introduction to the Python versions. We're going to check the versions, the year they were invented and everything. And then we're going to see the main data types in Python. We're going to see what data types are there. And then we're going to see the main Python collections. And then we're going to see the memory locations. We're going to find the memory locations. You will know what exactly is memory location in few minutes. So what exactly is data science now? Let's come to our first agenda. What exactly is data science? So basically data science is used to predict the future and analyze the data. So data science, using data science, we predict the future or we analyze the data. We predict the future and analyze the data, or we only analyze the data to have a more of practice. And we take particular decisions by predicting them. So example, you want to buy an ice cream, but you don't know which ice cream you have to buy, which flavor of ice cream you have to buy. So then what are you going to do? Here comes the data science. You're going to apply data science in it and you analyze. You take your own feedbacks of this taste, how is this going to be, or which allergy you have. We're going to analyze the data and make decision of which flavor we have to take. So that is basically the use of data science. Now let's see the Python versions. So we have Python 1.0 that was built on 1994. We have Python 1, and now Python 1 is not even there. No one in this world is going to use Python 1. And then we have Python 2.0. It was built on 2000. And then we have Python 3.0 2008, Python 3.6 2016, Python 3.8 2020. This is the most wanted one. I mean, like, you can use it properly. Now let's see which which app should you install, which is better to install. You have many, so let's see any one of them. So first one, you can just search out Anaconda Navigator, download. And then you have Python 2. You can say python.org, you get it. And or you can just install PyCharm download. You can do this too. So we'll see how to download an Amazon Navigator. Installing on Windows, you can just take this Navigator. You're gonna come completely down. Installation, you're gonna go Windows. Okay. We're just gonna do one more thing. Let's just say Anaconda Navigator. Installation, not document. We don't want the document. Download. Okay, let's just put anaconda.com. Anaconda.downloads. So this is how it's going to look like. You're going to come, okay, just give me a minute. Let's just come down. So here you can have Jupyter, you can have SciPy, you can have Spider, you can have NumPy. You have many IDs inside Anaconda. So here you come. Mine Windows is going to be 64-bit installer. I've already installed it. You guys can install it up. So now we know how to install Anaconda. Let's see how. So you can just say you can just download this by going here. So you can see Python 3.8.5. So you can use this I do not prefer Python because it's just like Let me just show you guys Python. I have Python. Yeah, it's just gonna be look like this. You say print hi. It's just gonna work out like this, like just like this. Print hi. It's gonna work like this. So I do not prefer Python. Now you can just download PyCharm by going here. You have two, the professional and the community one. The professional you have just free trial, you can't get it for free, but the community one you can just download it for free. So yeah, now we know how which one to download. Let's go to our next agenda. The main data types. So here we have strings, integers, floats and booleans. So first let's see what's the string and then come back here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna open up Jupyter. As I told you, I have installed Anaconda, Python and PyCharm, all three of them. It's gonna open like this if you install it. And I'm gonna say new Python 3. So here Jupyter have access to three languages. One is Julie, Python and R. You can see here JU for Julie, PY for Python and TER for R. Let's come here and see what's the string now. So basically we'll just say print. We're gonna put double quotes and say hi. It's gonna print you hi. So why exactly it's gonna print you hi? What is this called as? So let me just show you guys. So what exactly is it? Here you guys can see here. You have hi. And why exactly we put out the double quotes? So whenever we say hi like this, why are we supposed to put double quotes? Why are we supposed to put double quotes? Okay, just give me a minute. Let me just set this out. Yeah, why exactly are you supposed to put double quotes? So this is called as a string. When you put the double quotes over here, you put the double quotes here. So this is called a string. So this is called a string. Now let's see the type of it. We're gonna say type. Okay, let's just initialize this one. We're gonna say a is equal to hi. Remember, you have to put the string. If you remove the string, it just thinks you're a function or a variable. Now let's take the type of a, variable a. Let's print. You see it shows str over here. Str basically means string. You can see here, you have str here. This basically means string. So when you put this double quotes or single quotes in Python, both are fine. And when you print it out, the data type is going to show you as a string. That's because when you put the double quotes, it's going to be in a string. Now let's go to our next Python data type. Let's go to our next Python data type. Here next is integers. You guys can see we have integers over here. So now let's see what exactly is integer. Let me just erase it. Yes. And now when we say a is equal to 10, so what do you guys think? Is it a string? You guys can't say it's a string because it's a number. It's a number. You can't just say it as a string. When you do this, you can say it as a string, but this is not going to be a string. Let's check the type of it. It's going to show you int. You guys can see here. Here it's showing you an int. Int means integer. When you put a number, remember without points. Okay, so let's just take like if you put points, then what is it called? Like let's put as 1, 0 point. Then what is it called? It's not going to show you as an integer. It's going to show you as a float. Let's see what's a float. But before that, let's learn what's integer. Without point, the number is called as integer. That's it. So let's go to our other data types now. Yeah, next you have a float. As I told you guys, what's a float? Let's see it again. Now let's say a is equal to, a is equal to 10.4. This cannot be called as an integer, or a negative one cannot be called as an integer. We're gonna check the type of it. Let's check the type of it. You guys can see it's float. So what is float? When you say, you guys can see that it's a float. But what is float? What exactly is float? You guys don't know what's float. When you put out the points like this, you guys can see we put 0.4. So when you put out the points, that is called as a float. When a number have a points, let's take as 11.4, 5, 15.3, anything with points, that is called as a float. Any integer or anything can be. That's called as a float. Next, let's see what data type we have. It's going to be a boolean. Let's see what's boolean now. So basically boolean is, let's check here, yes. So now let's say a is equal to true. Then this cannot be called as a string or an integer. Why? Because it's true or false. That's it. And now let's check the type of it. I'm going to say type of a. Now you guys can see it's bool. What exactly is bool? When you say it's a true or false or 1 or 0 or anything that contains or and it has just two values. So that is called as a boolean. So you guys can see here. Now why is this called as a boolean? You guys might get the doubt. It's not true and false. It's true or false. So why didn't I put or here? I can just put like or false. Why? Because in Python we're just going to initialize it. Integers, for our sake, computer is not going to say you can just put or false. That's absolutely fine. So for that we're just going to say true, and that is called as a boolean. When we say true or false, 1 or 0, anything like that is called as a boolean. Yeah, so now we know the main data types. We have completed this part. We have completely known this part. So now we know the main data types that are needed. So now we know the main data types. Now what are Python collections? So these are the main Python collections. The first, okay, just give me a minute. So the first one we have is called as a list. What is list? You guys can commonly know like list is just like a list of fun types. You can just think as games itself. You can just say like hide and seek and catch and catch, many things. You can just think it as a list, but you can't just think them as a list in Python. Let's show what's list now. Let's see what's list. Now let's say a is equal to let's say a is equal to different names. Let's think two names like this. Now what is this type called as? It can't be called as integer. It can't be called as integer. It can't be called as string. Why is it called as a string? It can't be called as a string. That's because it has two values, and remember in a string you have like you can just have a string, you are going to have a parenthesis, but here it's not like that. Let's run it. You just can see it's called as a list. It's called as a list. When you say like when you're going to say that, you guys can see here it's called as a list because you have the commas plus you don't put them in the same the same quotes, plus you have a square bracket, you don't have a parenthesis just like this. So that's why it's called as a list. That's why it's called as a list. Now let's see the now let's see the next Python collection. We have tuples. So what exactly is tuples? It's a kind of list, but you can say it's a list itself. It's a list. You can't say completely it's a list. It's different, a bit different from list. There are a few different features, but you can just know that it's kind of a list. Tuples are basically kind of lists. So now let's see what are sets. What exactly are sets now? So sets just can be, let me just show you an example in Jupyter. So let me just say A is equal to, you're going to put out these parentheses, Likita. Here we're going to come out of the parentheses and put another parenthesis saying Dhanushri, the other name. Now what is this called as? You can't just call it as a list or a string. You can't call it as a string because you have comma over here. You can't initialize two values for a string. Now let's print out its type. It might show you an error. You can see it's a tuple. Why is it a tuple? You can see the difference between this and this. This is basically a list that have square bracket, not parentheses, and it's just having a comma. It's not in different parentheses, and you can just see it's a string. Now when we say this, it have parentheses, not square bracket, and it have single quotes, which is common. That's common. You have comma out of the parentheses. Here you have inside the square bracket, and you put another parenthesis saying another name. So this type is called as a tuple. Let's see our next one. Let's see next. So next one is a dictionary. So let me just explain you here itself what is a dictionary. So dictionary is basically, you're gonna say like let's just see it in Anaconda prompt. That's gonna be easier. Let me just take this as arrow mark. Let's cancel this. Let's take an Anaconda prompt. And here what we're gonna do is we're gonna say pip list. It's gonna give you a bunch of lists. Why or what are all these things called? You're right, but they're lists, that's true. But you can't just call they have the definition of them. Which ones which. You can see XGBoost is 1.2.0. XLWT is 1. It have explanation. So you can take a normal dictionary. It have the explanation. So basically it is called that let me just erase everything. Yeah, this dictionaries are called, like when you say let's just take an example. Let's take a tuple. Let's ask what's a tuple. What exactly is this called as tuple? We don't know what's tuple. So you can ask the dictionary in Python. You can ask the dictionary in Python saying what exactly is this tuple? I don't know what's a tuple. Can you please explain me? It's gonna say you the examples. It is a list. It's gonna give you a bunch, it's gonna give you a definition. It's saying it's a list. It's a kind of list and everything is gonna give you a definition. So that basically is called as a dictionary. So now we know the main data types, main Python collections. Let's move forward. Let's move forward now. Now let's see what's finding memory location. So now, here what exactly is memory? What do you guys think a memory is? Let's see what's a memory. So you think this much of memory about Python you have. You have this much memory about Python. Now, suppose you add a language called as R to it. Will it say that this is different? Will it say these both are same? No, it's not going to say. So let's see an example. Let's hold an example and see. It's going to be easier for you guys to understand. Okay. So let me say A is equal to, let's give 10 and B is equal to 10. Now these both have the same ID. These both have the same ID. Now let's say what is it going to give you the same ID because both of them are 10, 10. A and B both are 10. Is it going to give you the same one? No, it's not. 10, 10. It's going to give you the same one. But let me show you an example. Let me just run this. You guys will know. Let's Okay, let me just take the arrow mark. Yeah, now let's run this. It's going to give you this. Now let's take the ID of B. It's going to give you the same one. It's going to give you the same one. You can see here, you have the same ID of here. But now let's take another example of giving a large number. Let's say A is equal to 275, exactly 275. Okay, let's take 265. Five, 263. And now let's take B also as 263. 3. Now let's take the ID of A. Let's run it. The ID of A is this. Okay, now let's take the ID of B. Like the ID of B. Are they same? No, they're not. Why are they not same? Why they can be different? So here you have the memory. So from -5 to I think 260. Yeah, from 260. So from -5, let me just edit it. From -5 to 260. To 260 or yeah 260. From -5 to 260, you have the same. You give 260, it's gonna give you the same ID. But if you give -5, it's going to give you same. Suppose we give 261, is it going to give you the same ID? No, it's not going to give you the same ID. Because here in the memory, let's just think this is the memory from -5 to 260. You have this in the memory. But suppose you add out a number saying 261, is it going to conclude in the memory? No, permanently is not going to conclude, but yeah, it's going to fix you a value where it is, and it's going to give you this ID. It's going to give you a different ID because it understands that A is different, B is different. These both are different. Why should I give you the same ID? It's not going to give you the same ID. Memory. This is the memory, and you add this up. You add this 261 number. You have till 260. Okay, so now it's going to add 261 somewhere in a random place, and it's going to give you out this ID because you want it. And now suppose you say again I want 261, it's going to create like 261, and again you add it up, and 261 again is going to be here. Why is it going to be here? Because you added a new one, it's going to give you a different ID. When you change the variables, again it's going to give you a different one. Like that it is. Yeah. So now you know the basics of Python, and you know what is the use of data science. So you know what's data science. You know what is the use of data science. What is data science? And you also know the basics of Python and the main features and everything. That's great.